Hello, and thank you for joining us. My name is Sam Meatot, the Director of Parks and Recreation. I'm joined here by two of my colleagues.
Russ Major, Chief of Police.
And Missy Barletto, the Public Works Director.
We're gathered today because we'd like to answer a few of your questions that you might have about the G.O. bond.
Can the bonds be used for anything? Is it open-ended? General obligation bonds allow the city to pay for major capital investment. Some of these are quality of life enhancements related to parks, community, recreation, and cultural facilities. Others include neighborhood and infrastructure improvements. Bond proceeds cannot be used to pay for the day-to-day operations of the city, and the proceeds can be used on the approved projects that are indicated in the bond referendum questions.
What will the parks bond cost each resident? And the answer is simple. It's $22 per $250 of assessed value of your home. So if your home is assessed at $500,000, then the cost would be $44 per resident on an annual basis.
What will the public safety bond cost the residents? Estimated cost of $250,000 of assessable tax value will cost you about $107 for the first year. After the city covers their 2005 and 2013 debt bond, as of February 2024, your cost will go down to $90 annually. For residents with a $500,000 taxable assessed value, the cost will be $214 for the first year, and then will go down to approximately $180 thereafter.
What happens if the voters choose not to vote for these bonds? The City of Delray Beach has a number of very high-cost projects that are underway, including Tropic Isle neighborhood improvements, Osceola Park neighborhood improvements, the Northwest neighborhood improvements, various other stormwater infrastructure, and the water treatment plant that are high-cost items to the city and are priorities for the City Commission. If this bond is not passed, the improvements that are included for this G.O. bond will wait their turn in line to be able to receive the funding required to build a new police headquarters, to harden our fire department so that our firefighters can say they're safely during storms, and for the Parks Department to be able to improve the park facilities and provide those amenities for the public.
Can the G.O. bond, Parks bond, help with funding for the golf course? And the simple answer is no. All of the funds must be used in approved projects for the bond, which include Catherine Strong Park and a number of our other parks throughout the city, with improvements to a number of the facilities and infrastructure within each park.
Will any of the G.O. bond funds be used to build a new fire station at Anchor Park or Atlantic Dunes Park? The answer is no. None of the funding from the G.O. bonds will go towards a new fire station at either park. Approximately 80% of the public safety G.O. bonds will go towards the police department. The remaining funds will go towards improving existing fire stations around the city, to include Fire Station 111, 112, 114, and 115, and Ocean Rescue Headquarters.
How long does the city have to pay back the bonds? The proposed bonds are for 30 years. If the referendum is approved, the city would be able to access these funds within 3 to 6 months. No individual bond will be issued until the project is ready to begin in order to save that taxpayer investment.
Is how will the parks bond benefit the resident? And that's a great question and a simple answer. This puts our parks department into the future. It builds new playgrounds, restrooms, walk paths, and new park facilities that residents can enjoy with their family members, from young to old and everywhere in between, and really enhance our park system at every spot that we can throughout the city.
With regard to public safety, why is this needed and how will it benefit the residents? Our building is extremely old. We're coming up on 50 years. The building, technology-wise, is an antique, so to speak. We are looking to create improvements so that the city residents of the city of Delray Beach will benefit. We will have a building that is second to none. We will benefit as a city and as an agency with a new building.
Thank you for submitting your questions. If you have more questions, please visit the link below, and don't forget, please vote on March 14th.